Hey Scorpio, welcome to your spirit messages for December. I am Charlene Lizette. We're going to pull out 3 cards from Tarot. Then we're going to get a bunch of, oracle cards. So let's dive in and see what's going on for you. We do have in the month of December, Venus moving into Scorpio. I do also feel like some of you are suffering from some sort of regurgitation, because I was perfectly fine and then all of a sudden I keep getting like this, like not a pit in my stomach, but like in my heart center. Almost like some of you are learning how to crack open and embrace yourself and embrace these beautiful changes that are coming into your life in the month of December. For some of you, maybe December is a hard month, right? Maybe December, look at that blue flame. This is exactly what I was feeling like, almost like there's like this other part of you that's coming out. Maybe for some of you, December is a more difficult month, right? And this month you're learning how to find joy and find happiness and pleasure um, in those uh, difficult memories. Okay, I don't want to dive too deep into it. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you need to cry or hold space for that pain or for that suffering, it's okay, right? Because you can remember the painful memories and transform them into beautiful experiences. Um, and that is what you're being taught this month. That is what spirit wants you to know. The moon showing up talks about your illusions, talks about your fears, talks about your intuition, talks about your consciousness and your connection to source, to the duality of all things, to light, to dark, to yin, to yang, to ebb and flow. With the Queen of Swords here, again, it's like you're looking at your emotions. The Queen is staring directly at the moon. You're looking at your emotions, your fears, your illusions, your delusions, the things that you've suppressed, your vulnerabilities, your empathy from a whole new lens, a lens that is giving you space to evolve, to grow, to expand through the suffering and to heal. Because she has her back to the Eight of Swords. In Tarot, if you've been wanting to learn Tarot, FYI, you can join my Tarot certification. It's in the description box below. In Tarot, whatever direction or position the characters are facing, explains the reading. It's really important to look at positioning, okay? So this Queen of Swords isn't looking at the Eight of Swords. She's looking at the moon, whereas the Eight of Swords, she's looking into her little, what's the word I'm looking for? Her cauldron, and she feels a little bit trapped in there, and she's trying to release what's keeping her trapped. Right, like she's doing like a little spell to help remove the swords that are blocking her. So internally, subconsciously, in your mental vessel, you are learning to release the limitations. Here in this physical world, you're recognizing and realizing that a lot of the intuition, the empathy, the feelings, the emotions you have are aligned. However, they are being maybe blocked, or maybe they are being suppressed by the illusions and the fear, and more importantly, the fear of vulnerability. As we move into the rest of your reading, you've got the bloom. Creations realize, right time, harvest, celebrate. Then you've got the blueprint is within you, take the next step, codes of the seed. And then you've got the child within, inner mother, innocence, gentleness, tenderness. Even this looks like a womb. When I look at this reading, it's like you're healing your inner child. When I look at this, you're healing your inner child. You're learning to I don't want to cry. you're learning that every relationship that you've experienced in your life, even the more painful ones, specifically the ones that are connected directly to your family, they happened as part of you having to learn, to evolve, to grow, right? This isn't to say that you are not a victim to what's happened to you, but rather understanding how to reclaim that power, reclaim that pain and suffering, and transmute it into something positive, something powerful. Let me give you an example before we wrap up this reading with these last three cards in your amulet. Let's say, for example, growing up, you always saw your parents fight and argue or have no money, and so Christmas was always a terrible time, right? You didn't like Christmas. It was always full of drama, trauma, pain, suffering, isolation, whatever. So as you matured, as you've grown, you learned to deny Christmas or hate Christmas. Maybe you could do the same for your birthday, where you hated your birthday because every nobody cared about it, whatever. Like, who knows, right? Like, nobody gave you gifts or nobody paid attention to you or whatever. So this could be about Christmas, your birthday, whatever, like a certain time in your life that you feel so much sadness for, but we are during the holiday season, right? So let's just say you grew up hating Christmas, or now that you're an adult, you hate Christmas because of all the stuff you saw when you were little. What if the opportunity existed for you to rewrite your story around Christmas? Rewrite your story around relationships, rewrite your story around love, rewrite your story around childbirth, rewrite your story about yourself. What would you do and what would it look like? See, these are the possibilities that are available to you in the month of December, Scorpio. Karmic relationships or Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Right? We talked about that, this polarity that's happening inside of you, which is teaching you to grow and expand through time. The seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. And then we've got double mission, light worker starseed, serve the world by being you. See, what pain and suffering you've experienced is another person's opportunity to heal. What do I mean by this? If I didn't go through what I went through, I wouldn't learn or know the lessons, the sacred wisdom, the teachings that I can now share with you. And that's what I'm learning here. And that's what you're meant to learn too, that your pain is often the catalyst, the healing, the path for other people so that you may help them. Even with soul as your amulet, this beautiful amulet is connected to the sun, the bloom here, right? It's all about healing your solar, your heart, and your crown chakra. This is about you learning how to love yourself and embody the energy of love and passion and vigor and vitality and joy. All right, Scorpio, if you want to book a session, pick up your amulet, or work with me in any other capacity, it's all in the description box below. I'm going to pop this video here regarding your monthly reading. Sorry, I keep seeing the child within. I just need to quickly go back because like that was calling me. For some of you, you're healing your mother wounds. And this is connected to the solar. And where does a baby hang out in but the solar? All this is healing for you, my loves. All right. We will see you later, alligator. Peace out. Bye.